PATH North Dakota has opened a brand new clinic called the PATH Trauma and Stress Clinic to continue the support to the needs of children and families.
Heather Simonich and Shauna Croker here to talk about how the clinic helps children and families heal from traumatic events. To both of you, thanks so much for doing this. Thanks for being here. So let's talk about why'd you start this? Was there a huge need that you were noticing, or?
Yeah, I think there's an increasing need for just specialized behavioral health services in our community, particularly for children and families. And recent studies suggest that children may be misdiagnosed with mental health conditions like ADHD or oppositional defiant disorder, when at the root of a lot of their struggle is traumatic life experience. So our goal at the PATH Trauma and Stress Clinic is really to directly address the impact of those traumatic life experiences as early as possible with both the child and the family.
So what would be categorized as a traumatic event?
Well, a traumatic event can be anything that really causes some intense stress for a child. So that could really vary. It could be a very difficult divorce. It could be bullying at school. It could be a car accident, witnessing violence or abuse and neglect. So certainly there are lots of things that cause trauma. Research suggests that 1 in 4 children will experience a traumatic event by the age of 16. And about 1/3 of them will go on to experience what are called traumatic stress symptoms that may benefit from some therapeutic services.
So if you would also define traumatic stress, and then what do you see happens if someone has one of these events or is experiencing the stress? How do the kids act out?
Sure. So traumatic stress is a term that we use to describe the reactions that a child or an adult might have when they experience a traumatic event. These symptoms are often persistent and really begin to impair functioning at both work, home, school environment. And really the responses can be really variable. They can include depressive symptoms, anxiety, inability to pay attention or stay focused at school, in particular for children, nightmares, or it's just sudden behavioral changes, maybe in eating or sleep patterns, or drug and alcohol use. And I think what we're really beginning to understand and appreciate is that if these symptoms go unrecognized or untreated, that there can be long-term mental and physical health problems.
Or mistreated.
Yes.
I saw an incredible article the other day. A lot of kids are being diagnosed with ADHD and they're not really that, and they're taking a bunch of drugs for it. So
yeah.
That's right.
So how's your approach then to work with these families and kids?
Well, we use evidence-based therapeutic approaches that really emphasize the caregiver involvement. So we know that the little people really need the big people in their life to help them practice their skills, to really support them throughout the therapeutic process. We also really strive to work with other caregivers in the child's life. So if they're struggling at school, if they're struggling at daycare, we also really want to be able to help them have some consistent responses in all their environments.
We want to give you a chance to let people know how to get a hold of you, but if you're a parent and you see some activities, where do you finally, where's the tipping point where you go, you know what, I need to ask for help? Oh!
Whoa!
Excuse me? Could you want to answer that question?
The tipping point.
Yeah, the tipping point, I think for me would be when you start to just really struggle with your child, either parenting at home or at school, or maybe they're having problems socially, to reach out and get some help.
So let's tell people then, if they do need some of that help, how they can reach out to you guys and do so.
Sure, they can reach us at 701-551-6301 or visit our website at www.pathinc.org/clinic.
That was impressive. You guys didn't even flinch.
Oh, you saved my life.
Hopefully you'll come back. That was great stuff.
We will.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you guys.
All right, stay with us. Much more coming up right here on North Dakota Today.